Good evening. The less you respond to negative people, the more positive your life will become. Welcome to BMC News Live in English, brought to you by Al Hilal Hospital and Medical Centers. I am Vinod Narayanan, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's headlines. Bahrain to roll e-passports with advanced security features. Bahrain first country in the world to receive F-16 Block 70 aircraft. Bahrain International Garden Show concluded. First fully Bahraini satellite will be named Al-Mundar. Saudi Crown Prince announced establishment of Riyadh Air. The Elephant Whisperers and the song Natu Natu from the Indian movie RRR made history by becoming the first Indian documentary and the first Indian film song to win an Oscar. News in detail. Bahrain to roll e-passports with advanced security features. Bahrain will begin the process for the issuance of the new e-passports on March 20th as part of the kingdom's digital transformation. This was announced by Interior Ministry's Under Secretary for Nationality, Passports and Residence Affairs, Sheikh Hisham bin Abdulrahman Al Khalifa, at a press conference. The Nationality, Passports and Residence Affairs will first issue the e-passport to those whose passports have expired and those that are nearing the expiry date, he said. Sheikh Hisham said that the issuance of the passport reflects the Kingdom of Bahrain's interest in digital transformation, explaining that the new design contains modern security technologies that are used for the first time. It's a new passport that represents the new generation of modern documents that guarantee the facilitation of the experience of travel and transit. He said that the passport contains an electronic chip that raises Bahrain's global ranking and helps to obtain various visas around the world more easily. Bahrain's coexistence model commended by IPU participants. The Inter-Parliamentary Union 146th Assembly on its second day featured a general debate on promoting peaceful coexistence and inclusive societies, fighting intolerance, that hosted high-level speakers from various countries. The debate was moderated by the 146th IPU Assembly President, Speaker Ahmed bin Salman Al Musallam. The speaker highlighted the importance of international cooperation in order to bring positive change. He stressed the significance of working on solutions for the economic and social damage caused by the pandemic, climate change and immigration. Al Musallam also stressed the need to enhance positive engagement on topics such as women and youth empowerment, gender equality and sustainable development. Arab Parliament Speaker Adel Al Asumi stressed full support to Bahrain by participating regularly in international forums held in the kingdom. Bahrain first country in the world to receive F-16 Block 70 aircraft. The Kingdom of Bahrain, represented by the Royal Bahraini Air Force of the Bahrain Defence Force, has been handed over the first F-16 Block 70 fighter jet, which is one of the latest combat aircraft produced by the global security and aerospace company Lockheed Martin. The kingdom has officially become the first country in the region and the world to have received such a highly equipped and advanced combat aircraft, which will join other Royal Bahraini Air Forces jets. The move embodies the wise visions and sound directives of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, within the ongoing modernization and development of the BDF, and the permanent and continuous support of His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Crown Prince, Deputy Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces and Prime Minister. Bahrain International Garden Show concluded. The curtain today fell on the 2023 edition of the Bahrain International Garden Show, which opened last Thursday at the exhibition World Bahrain under the theme Water Regenerating Life. National Initiatives for Agricultural Development Secretary General Sheikh Maryam bin Isa Al Khalifa announced this evening the conclusion of the exhibition, held under the patronage of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. The four-day exhibition is also supported by Her Royal Highness Princess Sabika bint Ibrahim Al Khalifa, wife of His Majesty the King and President of NIAD Advisory Council. Sheikh Maryam noted that the exhibition has attracted nearly 45,000 visitors of various nationalities, expressing her deep thanks and appreciation to all the participating exhibitors and the national companies sponsoring the show. Sheikh Maryam noted that the 2023 edition of the show witnessed the participation of approximately 176 exhibitors from Bahrain and various countries of the world. Justice Ministry held a roundtable meeting about commercial arbitration in Bahrain. The Ministry of Justice, Islamic Affairs and Endowments has organized a round table which provided valuable insights into the latest developments in arbitration in Bahrain and the region. Singapore International Arbitration Center and other Bahrain-based leading financial and legal professionals took part in the discussions and shared their insights on the latest investment trends as well as alternative dispute resolution methods, specifically international arbitration and mediation in Bahrain. The attendees noted that Bahrain has a strong culture of arbitration, both ad hoc and institutional. The participants noted that the majority of contracts in the construction and energy sector has an arbitration clause, highlighting the steady increase in the use of mediation in recent years in Bahrain. They attributed this trend to the growing awareness of mediation as a cost-effective and efficient method for dispute resolution among business operating in Bahrain. Now we will be back after a very short break. The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahla. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination. Welcome back. First fully Bahraini satellite will be named Al-Munthar. The upcoming first ever fully Bahraini satellite will be named Al-Munthar, announced National Security Advisor, Royal Guard Commander and Supreme Defense Council Secretary General Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa. He also unveiled the official logo of the Bahraini space mission, adding that 35% of the satellite project has been completed. This project is a new milestone for the Kingdom of Bahrain in the space sector and towards the goal of utilizing space technology to serve sustainable development efforts in the kingdom. His Highness Sheikh Nasser added, Al-Muthar's design and construction are currently underway in Bahrain by a fully Bahraini team, His Highness said. Saudi Crown Prince announced an establishment of Riyadh Air. His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz, Prime Minister and Chairman of the Public Investment Fund, announced today the establishment of Riyadh Air, a public investment fund wholly owned company. The new national carrier will leverage Saudi Arabia's strategic geographic location between the three continents of Asia, Africa and Europe, enabling Riyadh to become a gateway to the world and a global destination for transportation, trade and tourism, Saudi press agency reported. Riyadh Air will be chaired by His Excellency Yasser Al-Rumayyan, Governor of Public Investment Fund, while Tony Douglas, who brings more than 40 years of experience in aviation, transportation and logistics industries, has been appointed Chief Executive Officer. The airline senior management will include Saudi and international expertise. 9th session of Abu Dhabi Japan Economic Council kicked off. The 9th session of the Abu Dhabi Japan Economic Council will kick off in Tokyo and continue for 2 days to discuss ways to enhance prospects for economic trade and investment cooperation. The Council will explore new opportunities within a number of strategic economic sectors of common interest, in the presence of more than 50 senior officials and executives from the public and private sectors. Abu Dhabi Japan Economic Council will continue the efforts made from both sides to follow up on the implementation of the discussions made during previous sessions and the recommendations issued by them, in addition to raise the level of cooperation between the business sectors of the two countries and to support Japanese companies to expand their investment in Abu Dhabi. The session will focus on the discussions of work teams in joint groups to enhance cooperation in the energy, renewable energy, infrastructure, media, education and human resources development sectors. Saudi, Qatar and Egypt rank on top 10 largest arms importers over past 5 years. Saudi Arabia, Qatar and Egypt ranked among the top 10 largest importers of weapons and arms in the world in the 5 years through 2022. The Stockholm International Peace Research Institute think tank said on Monday. Saudi Arabia ranked as the second largest arms importer globally in 2018 to 2022. The kingdom received 9.6% of all arms imported during that period. Saudi arms purchases during 2022 included aircraft, air defense systems, armored vehicles, missiles, naval weapons, sensors and ships. Thunderstorms to continue in varying intensity in most regions of Saudi. The National Center of Meteorology warned of thunderstorms that are expected to hit in varying intensity most Saudi regions in the coming days until the beginning of next week. In the latest weather forecast, the center said that most of the governorates of the provinces of Asir, Al-Baha, Hail, Al-Qasim, Najran and Jazan and parts of Makkah, Riyadh and Eastern Province will witness moderate to heavy thunderstorms, accompanied by sandstorms that may reach more than 50 km per hour, hail and torrential rain with low visibility from Sunday to Thursday. Moderate to heavy rains accompanied by over 50 km per hour sandstorms, hail and flash floods are expected to experience in parts of the provinces of Makkah, Riyadh, Al-Juf, the northern borders and most of the governorates of Medina, the eastern province and Al-Qasim on Sunday and Monday. Masks stay in Japan even as 3-year request to wear them ends. Japan dropped its request for people to wear masks after 3 years, but hardly anything changed in the country that has had an extremely high regard for their effectiveness at antivirus protection. During a televised budget committee meeting at Parliament, some lawmakers still wore masks, though Prime Minister Fumio Kishida wasn't wearing one. Baseball fans who gathered outside of the Tokyo Dome Games, Australia, Czech Republic and China, South Korea also had on masks. They will also be able to cheer without their masks as that ban was lifted. Dropping the mask wearing request is one of the last steps Japan's government is taking in easing COVID-19 rules in public places as it tries to expand business into other activity. Kishida, however, asked people to use masks around vulnerable people to protect them from risks of infection. The Elephant Whisperers and the song Nattu Nattu from the hit Telugu language film RRR made history by becoming the first Indian documentary and the first Indian film song to win an Oscar. The blockbuster track won Best Original Song at the 95th Academy Awards, beating heavyweights like Lady Gaga and Ariana. Its catchy tempo and choreography has captivated audiences around the world. India won a second Oscar for The Elephant Whisperers, which won in the Best Documentary Short Film category. The documentary, which tells the story of a couple who care for an injured baby elephant after it gets separated from its herd, is the first Indian production to bag a win in the category. Shot in the picturesque Nilgiri Mountains in southern India, The Elephant Whisperers explores a warm bond that develops between the human and animal as they begin to coexist. However, India's big win remained Nattu Nattu, a thumping song that has got thousands grooving into its beats. With that, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in BMC News Live English at 7:30 p.m. every day. I am Vinod Narayanan signing off from BMC News Live. Good night.